Hi chess friends, today we are going to witness the knight sacrifice by Nihal, which is not accepted by Anish. Nihal plays with white, Anish is black. White starts with d4, Anish plays knight f6, knight f3, g6, knight c3, d5, bishop f4, bishop g7, Anish fianchettos his bishop, e3. This opening is called as castle on the king side. Knight b5 attacks the c7 pawn. Out of the opening book. Bishop e2 is the book continuation. Knight a6 protects the c7 pawn. h3 not allowing. Bishop g4, knight e4, c3, c6 attacks the knight. Knight a3 moves it to safety. f6 preparing e5. Bishop e2 makes way for king side castle. e5 trap is set for white. If white tries to win a pawn by d pawn takes e5 pawn, f pawn takes e5 pawn, bishop takes e5 pawn, bishop takes bishop, knight takes bishop, knight takes f2 pawn and forks queen and rook. Rook will be lost. Black has an extra rook and will win from here. Back to the position. White didn't fall for the trap and played bishop h2. E pawn takes d4 pawn. E pawn takes d4 pawn. Knight c7. Castle on the king side. Bishop e6. Rook e1. Queen d7 connects the rooks. Bishop d3 attacks the knight. Knight d6 moves it to safety. Knight c2. Rook a e8. Anish not allowing the white to control the e file. Knight e3. Bishop f7. Queen b3. White's plan is to take the knight on d6 by bishop and then queen takes b7 pawn. b6 ruins the plan. Queen a3 attacks the a7 pawn. Knight d b5 protects the a pawn and counterattacks the queen. Queen b4 moves it to safety. a5 attacks the queen again. Queen b3. Rook b8. Bishop takes knight. C pawn takes bishop. Bishop takes knight. Queen takes bishop. Queen takes b5 pawn. White exchanges 2 bishops for 2 knights to win a pawn. Now queen and knight attacks the d pawn. Rook b d8 protects the d pawn. Rook e2. White wants to double the rooks on e file. h5. Rook a e1. The bishop on g7 is very passive. Bishop h6. Now the bishop is active. Queen d3. King g7. Adding extra protector to the g6 pawn. Knight h4. Putting more pressure on g6 square. Rook h8 was played. Better is bishop g5. g3. Bishop takes knight. G pawn takes bishop. Rook f e8. Knight g2. Queen c8. Game is equal. Rook h8 was a blunder. This move is very passive. If the rook moves to e8 square to control the e7 square, then the game would have saved. Pause the video and find the brilliant move played by white. After some moves, Anish resigned. Compliments on finding the move. The move is knight takes d5 pawn. White want to sacrifice his knight. Let's see what happens if the knight was taken. If bishop takes knight, queen takes g6 pawn check, king f8, rook e8 check, rook takes rook, rook takes rook checkmate. Back to the position. Or if rook takes knight, rook e7 threatens, rook takes queen, or queen takes g6 pawn check, king f8, queen takes bishop and checkmate. Back to the position. So Anish didn't take the knight and played queen d6, rook e7, and Anish resigned. The game would have continued as f5, knight takes f5 check, forks king and queen, g pawn takes knight, rook takes bishop check, king takes rook, queen takes f5 pawn check, king g7, rook e7 check. Queen is forced to take the rook, otherwise king g8, queen f7 checkmate. So queen takes rook, knight takes queen, rook d6, queen e5 check, rook f6, knight d5, rook h f1, knight takes rook, rook takes knight. White has 4 extra pawns and he will win from here. So Anish resigned. If you like the video, share, subscribe and like. Thank you. Now it's puzzle time. Black to play and win. Post your solutions in the comment section.